Hey there, you guys. Happy Friday. Okay, so I am really excited to share with you on this topic today. I know, but I love to cook, and I wish that I was one of those people that like followed. And I don't really wish it, honestly, but I'm not one of those people that has to follow an exact recipe. I'm not one of those people that like need specific guidelines. I love to play with flavors and add flavors to my food. And so today I want to share with you some of the staples in my pantry when it comes to flavoring my food or my Shakeology, different things, and just share with you how I use some of these things. Okay, let me start with extracts. If you have not played with extracts in your Shakeology or in your coffee or whatever it might be, girl, like, let's start today. Run down to the Walmart, run down to the Trader Joe's, whatever you have. Choose 3 or 4 that sound good to you, and let's start using those. They're so much fun. So the only ones I had today were pumpkin spice, which is one of my favorites, and this is almond. Now, for me personally, I prefer the pure extracts. You don't have to buy those. Sometimes they can be a little bit pricier. Obviously, this pumpkin spice is not pure. It's imitation. But when it comes to vanilla or hazelnut or almond or things like that, I do prefer the flavor of the full, like the pure extract. Now, it only takes a little bit of this to go a long way. So just play with it. I'm talking about like drops, splashes. I will add this to my Shakeology if I don't want to use like almonds or something in my shake. If I don't want to use that container, that blue container, I'll just put a splash of this in there with a little bit of coconut and my vanilla or chocolate Shakeology, and it tastes like an Almond Joy candy bar. Like, it's amazing. I do this a lot with the chocolate, the vanilla, the coffee, the cafe latte, even the strawberry. It would be really good. Pumpkin spice, I love pumpkin spice in the fall. I definitely add this to my vanilla or any flavor, really. I don't think it would be good with strawberry, but you know, the vanilla, the cafe latte, or the chocolate is so good. Like, it just immediately makes it taste and feel like fall. Sometimes I even put like a purple container of pureed pumpkin, because according to Autumn, the pureed pumpkin is a purple container, even though it's a veggie, because it's starchier. It has more carbs in it, but it just tastes like pumpkin pie. You can put some cinnamon in there with it too, and it is so good. I've got my cinnamon right here. I keep the big things of cinnamon because Matt puts it in so much stuff on his oats and in his Shakeology, and I even put it in my coffee sometimes when I make like a frappe, when I blend it up in my blender. That's another thing with these extracts. If you are missing your like full sugary, flavory, fatty creamers, then put some extracts in your coffee. Get some of those nut pod creamers. It's called Nut Pods from Kroger. Our Kroger has them. I think our Walmart has them. You can still use creamer. Just stay away from those like super sugary, super sweet, like artificial creamers. Okay, so that with a little bit of pumpkin extract or a little bit of hazelnut or almond extract in your coffee, blend it up in a blender, is so yummy. It's like going to Starbucks. Okay, so those are some of my favorites. Another, while we're talking on the sweeter side, stevia is another good thing that I keep on hand. So like when I'm making coleslaw or broccoli salad, or even for my coffee or tea, if you love sweet tea and you've had to give that up, you can put a little bit of stevia in your coffee, your drinks, your dishes. A little bit, again, goes a really long way, and it's a natural sweet flavoring. It's not like sucralose or aspartame. Those are so bad for you. So let's focus on cutting those out. Keep some stevia in your pantry. Going back to the cinnamon, cinnamon is naturally really good for you. It's supposed to do a lot to help cut your cholesterol, to lower your cholesterol, like if you eat it every single day. So that is why Matt puts it on his oats, honestly, and he loves the flavor. We use cinnamon in so much stuff, like bran muffins, coffee, Shakeology. It's really good in your Shakeology. Just add a little kick and a little flavor. So that's a good one to keep on hand. Let's move on to savories, okay? So these babies are 3 things that I'll always have in my pantry. And it's cumin powder, chili powder, and garlic powder. I have the big ones because we cook that much with them. I will season my roasted veggies, roasted potatoes, meats, things I put on the grill. If I make salsa chicken in the crock pot or the Instant Pot, I'm always using these 3 ingredients. I do it with pork. I do it with steak. I use it for soups and stews in the fall. Like these 3 things I cannot live without. Okay. And I don't measure. I usually, with every dish, depending on how much I'm making, if it's just enough for our family, there's usually like a teaspoon of garlic powder, a tablespoon or 2 of chili powder, and then like a tablespoon of cumin powder. Cumin, the more you add, the spicier your dish is going to be. So you have to play with that and figure out how much you like. But garlic powder, if I'm roasting vegetables, even if I'm using a different flavoring, I always add garlic powder because it just gives it that extra dimension of flavor. I love garlic. We love garlic. We eat it a lot. And I don't honestly love to keep bulbs of garlic because they always go to waste. So I keep garlic powder or minced garlic in my fridge. Some of my other favorites, if you have a Trader Joe's, even if you don't have a Trader Joe's, these are amazing. 21 Seasoning Salute. It's very savory. It has onion, spices, marjoram, bay leaf, parsley, oregano, thyme, rosemary. It's just an awesome blend of everything. It's like heaven in a jar. And I put that when I grill, when I put meats in the Instant Pot, or if I roast it in the oven. This is a really good one to use with some sea salt and this garlic powder, and it just gives it so much flavor. It tastes like you've been cooking it for hours. This one is another one. Everything But the Bagel Sesame Seasoning Blend. God, so good. It has garlic in it. It has onion and sea salt. And if you like everything bagels, this stuff, I put it on fruit, which is kind of weird, but it's really good. I put it on fries. I put it on just steamed vegetables to give it a lot of flavor. I put it in my salads. I just use it in all sorts of ways. What did I put it on last night? I cannot remember what I put it on, but it was really good. But it's just like, put it on anything you want. Cream cheese, yogurt, doesn't matter. It's very savory, but it's very good. Thyme is another one of my favorites. This is the last one that I have today. Thyme is one of my favorites. It just gives like that. So good. Again, I roast vegetables in it. I roast meats in it. If I put something on the grill, if I make soups or stews, it's pretty much always going to have thyme in it. The 3 flavors, the cumin, chili powder, and garlic, that's like a Mexican flair. And I wouldn't use something like this. But if I'm going the other direction, if I'm going a more traditional, just herbs and seasoning route, I always use thyme. It's really good on roasted veggies and soups and stews and meats as well. So, all that to say, I'm encouraging you to get a little bit outside your comfort zone. If you're not used to using a lot of seasonings, don't just stick to like seasoning packets or, chili packets or whatever. Those are great if they're clean, but a lot of times they have some extra stuff added. So I just make my own. I keep the things here that I know I can use, I can flavor with, and I just make my own. And you totally can too. So today I'm challenging you this weekend when you go grocery shopping, buy a seasoning that you haven't tried before, buy an extract that you haven't tried before, try it, share it with us, tell us how it was, if you loved it, if you hated it, if you used too much, or if you needed to use more, and let's share some ideas. These things from Trader Joe's, if you don't have a Trader Joe's, I'm pretty sure you can order those, but if I go near a Trader Joe's, I'll always go in. So that's my tips. That's my Friday product spotlight. See you guys later.